And in today's video, it's just going to be a quick one on how you change out the blade in your circular saw. Now this one is not a corded, this is a cordless battery powered Makita circular saw. So for the corded worm drive skill saw, I will be doing another video on that one here later. Right now it's going to be this one here. Quick and easy tips before you get started. First things first, pull the battery out. Okay, most important. Now, second, you're going to try to find your tool on your skill saw. Some people still have them. I happen to. I make sure I put it back in the same spot every time. And on these little battery powered ones, it usually is an Allen wrench. On the worm drive ones, I'll show you what that tool looks like later. But yeah, it's usually stuck back here in the back of the deck itself. Now, if you happen to lose this little Allen wrench, what can you do? A couple things. You can either use a pair of crescent wrench, or what I used to do, as soon as I got my tool, I would take a little hacksaw and I'd take about 3/16 of an inch or so off of it, and I would cut off the back of it. Then I'd put that in a drill, and it was way easier to break it loose either way. And that way I always knew what that little tip was for. I'd keep it in my tool pouch with me, everything like that. The only reason I wouldn't cut it off the face is because then it makes it too short and you can't ever get it back really into the groove itself. So, that being said, we'll put that down for 1 second. Now, the way the blade goes on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this guide up, hold that slide up with a pencil, carpenter's pencil, just like that, nice and easy. Now, the blade itself spins this way, so the teeth are going that way. I want my new blade that I'm going to put in to obviously go the same direction, so it's going to go that way to be the same. Writing is up on the blade. Now for you that don't switch your blades very often or haven't very many times, you can set it accordingly, like okay, this side goes up, that's what I normally do. But if you wanted, you can write a T on the blade, or you can put top on it with a permanent marker, and then that way you know that side faces up, that's the top. So now that that's done, next thing, you're going to locate this little tab here. That on the skill saws are known as your brake. So the reason it is because your blade moves freely until you push that down, and then it clicks and locks in. So now once you found that, you got that done, now you can go ahead and take your tool and go ahead and loosen that up. Okay. Take that all the way out. Set those aside. You can let go of that brake now. So here's your old blade. Set that aside. Your new one. Now, on these blades, you'll also notice that it's got a little knockout punch center. And that's not for these type of saws. That is going to be for your worm drive skill saw, which I will show again at a later date. And I'll explain to you how you get that tab out of there. So now that's on, let's go ahead and put this all back together. Now, for these shouldn't be your reverse thread. Your reverse threaded ones are going to be your worm drive skill saw. So now that that's done, we'll go ahead and we'll press down the brake again. Okay. Now go ahead and tighten it up. And you don't got to go very tight. So nice finger tight. Go ahead and remove your little helper there. And now you should be good to go. Everything's good on it. It's nice and tight. Blade's brand new. Everything's perfect. Let's go ahead and before we forget, let's put that tool right back where she belongs. All right, now, true test. Put the battery back in it. Let's go ahead and make a cut. Now, I mean, I know I should be wearing safety glasses. I'm not. So please keep your hands, toes, feet, everything away when you make your cutting. Nice and sharp. Perfect. Look at that. That can't get much smoother. Perfect blade. This one before. Now you can go ahead and throw this away, or you can go throw it around outside like a Ninja Star. These are awesome, fun, very dangerous. Maybe not do that. But